Thank you for the question. I think from the perspective of Messidor investments, we definitely deal with institutional investors, predominantly the Botswana Public Officers Pension Fund. And in looking for opportunities for them, we find that there are quite a number of opportunities that are there in the market. The fundamental issue is whether those are bankable. We get a lot of transactions coming through our door, and I think we've got to sift through a lot of those issues. And where we sometimes find it's a bit frustrating is that we have a different perspective of value from those that are putting their stock to the buyers relative to those of us that are looking to buy. So what ends up happening is that sometimes we end up in a situation where we have to originate the assets out of necessity. And that's what we've been looking at. In terms of niche opportunities, yes, they are there, but they are there because we're trying to seek diversification from the traditional asset classes of offices, retail, industrial. But I don't think those assets will get out of fashion. You know, there's always talk of look into the fancy areas, look into the niche markets, but you've got to navigate that thing quite carefully. For example, we had this morning, there's been talk about student accommodation and all that. University of Botswana has flighted tenders in the past and got surprised why funders haven't taken that opportunity. But it's because the fundamentals of it are not working. If you pay students 1,600 pula as an off-campus allowance, and you expect them to pay for accommodation, transport, and meals, how much can they really allocate that amount to property against the backdrop where the cost of delivery of student housing continues to go up and up, as we've seen with recent increases in steel prices, aluminium, and cement. So at the end of the day, you've got to look at the dynamics of it. We've talked this morning about data centers. These are opportunities that are there in the market, but at the end of the day, you've got to see where we are relative to things that are needed for a successful data center. And power supply is one of the key issues. I'm glad at this point in time, our Murupule A and B is doing well. We've pretty much reduced our import of electricity, and I think we dropped it by another 65% or so. So as we move that path, we're going to find that there is a conducive environment to start getting into data centers and stuff like that. So I think opportunities are there, even for the individual investor. I think if you look at the plethora of investable universe, you will find that there are listed property funds like the gentleman on my left are representing, but you also have unit trusts that a number of asset managers are running, which gives opportunity to an individual retail investor to get access to a wide range of properties without necessarily having to go it alone.